Says I'm live. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Those of you that are watching post, again, as always, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is good with you. Hope life is getting better. All right, well, today's episode, just want to touch base with everybody, say hello, catch up with some old friends, and we moved it over here. We're going to start doing it over here a little bit, and I've got a couple of other little things that we're going to talk about here in just a moment. But the priority is today is August 20th, and in that direction, well, more like in that direction. It's just kind of somewhere between southeast and south-southeast is a, I don't know if it's turned into a named storm yet or not, but it's that number 4, that tropical depression or whatever, number 4. It formed up, it's forming up, so it's heading this way. We should get it here within the next 6 hours. They say we should be getting the first of it here real soon, but right now the skies are kind of partly cloudy, but for the most part, there we are. Oh, hey, good morning. Welcome, whoever stopped by. Thank you for joining me. And again, just bringing everybody up to date. So today's session meeting here, the first call, is just going to be real brief because I've got some outside stuff to do. We had some work done outside, and so I got to go lock stuff down. I know the winds are not supposed to get up to any more than 35 miles an hour, but again, either way, the light stuff will just get blown around. So that's kind of where I'll bring this to a close here real quick. So again, good morning. Don't forget, I do believe the comments are on. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, the comments section should be, I do believe it should be enabled. So don't forget to check in. Don't forget to check in. So again, let's see if I can do this. It's brand new here. Apparently I've never done the YouTube live stream through this application on this system, because it's basically all cleaned up. So we'll see here. Let's check in, save, and show. There we go. Hey, there we go. So don't forget to check in. Good morning. Just so I know who's here. That's it. Other than that, looking good. Let's see. Oh, first order of business. We did lose the 413 Brigade, the hotline, the Berlin Brigade hotline, but it's back. It's back. I had to reclaim it all over again. So it's back, and so it's active. So that hotline is active. I just got to reset it back up, but I'll set it up a little bit later on. Other than that, hope you're doing well. So that's thing one. Let me make a note of that. And of course, I wish I had more people, but you know, that's fine. Let's see here. Number 1, the bat line is open. Again, that's 413 Brigade, 413 Brigade, or 413-274-4233. That is available to you. Let me drop it over here. There we go. A little bit nicer. Let me finish that up. And yeah, I definitely have to go in there and set up the voicemail, the whole thing. But we'll get that taken care of. So again, thank you for stopping by. Back here. Hey, it kept all the messages too. All right, good deal. And I'm glad, because I did have a message. There we go. And let me see the message. And it's, wow, since July. Yeah, it's a missed call. Another missed call. And South Amherst Veterinary Hospital. Sorry, you've been dialing the wrong number. So whoever's giving you that number is wrong. So just saying. Let's go here to the messages. All right, there's a message. That idiot, back on January 16th. Voicemail, let's see what we've got in voicemail. Oh, there we go. Alrighty, John Chapman served in Charlie Company's 2nd Infantry 6th Battalion, Berlin Brigade, McNair, Concern from 1980 to 1983, and he's trying to find some old friends. So if you're watching this post, and again, if you're watching this live, again, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Let's see, there we're out of the, let's see, Charlie Company, 2nd Infantry 6th Battalion, so Charlie 26. And again, He was there from 80 to 83. His name is John Chapman Jr. If you know him, he's looking for you. He's on Facebook. He is looking for you. So again, don't hesitate to reach out there. But again, John Chapman. He didn't give me his email address. He just said, because it was a phone call, it was a message that came in. So again, let's see. So if I remember having a wreck with a deuce and a half, and yeah, I need to hear the rest of it because some of the words just don't make sense. But apparently there was they wrecked a deuce and a half. But hey, who hasn't wrecked a deuce and a half in their lifetime, right? That's what they're for, right? But those things are indestructible. There's this guy down the road. He's got a deuce and a half that he bought at an auction, and he couldn't get it going. And it's like, well, some of these you actually have to put in a little effort into the gear. And so I hopped up, and sure enough, felt nice to be in a deuce and a half, but not in the driver's seat. But it was pretty cool. But either way, cheers. So hey, anybody pick up any old auction items or anything like that? And again, the chat is open. I do believe it's open. So don't forget to check in. Again, love to hear. I'd love to know who's here. It's a little different. There we go. There's a comment. John Michael Carnets. Good morning, sir. How's weather up north? Are we getting a fall yet or not yet? I know down here, as I mentioned at the top of the show, a couple of hours from now, in that direction, we'll be getting some of that rain and some of that stuff, which is much needed rain here. We're still in a drought, even though we had rain all last week. I think it was like here at home, I got like 2 inches, and then, but it's still weird. Overall, it just didn't get into the watershed. So I hope all is good where you're at. And again, all righty. Let's see here. Let's make sure everything else is good. So again, if you know a John Chapman Jr., or hey, Chapman, if that sounds familiar, he's looking for friends from Charlie 26. All right. Also, another email I got from the good friends over at the American Church in Berlin. They heard something, but they just don't know where to reach out to. Individual, former Berlin Brigade member, Frank Reynolds. Frank Reynolds, same name as that news broadcaster from ABC News, Frank Reynolds. It was spelled the same way, at least in the email it was. Frank Reynolds, he was in Berlin. He was very active with the American Church in Berlin. And so the question is, there you go. The question is, does anybody know anything more about Frank Reynolds and his passing? He has passed away, and they're just trying to find where he's from. I've looked on the obits, and usually I get an email that I've got one of those Google alerts that'll let me know when somebody passes away, and it says Berlin Brigade, and that's how I get those, post those up on the web, on the Facebook page. So again, Frank Reynolds, that's who they're looking for. So they messaged me earlier this week, so the gentleman must have recently passed, maybe at the beginning of the month. Let's see. John says, been pretty dry here in Northern Illinois, but we did get some rain last night. Yeah, there's storms kind of popping up all over the place. So pretty cool. Good deal. Good deal. Oh, man. Okay, so that's, I need to make a note. I've gotten to the point in life where I have to make notes. Otherwise, hey, what's the point, right? That way I don't repeat. Frank Reynolds. Frank Reynolds. Yeah. Anyway, any new music coming out, John? Anything new? Anything exciting? How did that music for the movie go? For the soundtrack of that motion picture, that movie you were trying to, did that work out, or send it back to you for a rework, or they want like the Funky Bunch to do it? It's usually one of those things. This morning's coffee is, of course, as always, the what's that? Chock full of nuts? No, it's not. It's just regular Folgers, classic ground beans, hot water passing through it. It's classic. Anyway, so again, let's see. So we've got that. The bat line is open again. So again, taking your calls. We're ready to do that. Let's see, Frank Reynolds, and I'm looking up here at my list, and of course I don't have it set up here. That is just terrible. Let's see. Oops, I'm clicking in the wrong spot. So other than that, pretty much all good down here in South Texas. Let's see the website. All right, folks, here's the deal. Website is up for sale. 25,000. If you got 25,000, I'll take it. But you're not taking the email addresses. 25,000, that's it. That's the asking price. And why that long? Because I've had it that long, since 1997. So hey, 25K. So if you can come up with 25K, get your friends, put it together, it's yours for 25K, nothing lower than that. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom price. So, and it's not that, it's just one of those, no, it's just, hey, things are tough all over, aren't they? No. So that's thing one. It's for sale. If you can come up with 25K, it's yours, guaranteed. All right. Next. Well, of course, there's some stipulations. You're not getting the email addresses. Those are going to go away. Hey, spent 20 years cultivating that, over 20 years cultivating that. I'm not just going to hand that over to anybody. So don't worry, folks. Your information is, it won't move on to anybody else. So, but again, everybody will get warning. Everybody will get warning that, hey, this is going to happen, and you'll see the actual information just drop off. But again, we're not even there yet. This is the first time those words come out of my mouth. So we're nowhere near that. There's no secret negotiations going on. Nothing like that. I promise you. I'm not a politician, so I promise you there are no secret negotiations going on. All right. So that being said, also, in the meantime, Berlin Brigade will be offline for a month. No, hold on. The .com will be offline for a month. What we're doing is, again, things are tough all over. So I'm redoing where it's going to be hosted. Hopefully it's a little bit cheaper. And again, I appreciate everyone that has contributed. Don't get me wrong. Your money went straight to just keeping the website up. But as I mentioned, things are tough all over. So I understand. So the assistance which has come in from those individuals, I greatly 100% appreciate. I thank you, everyone who's ever contributed over the years to just keeping the website up and running. But again, we're going to move over to a less expensive hosting service. Hopefully, we're going to cut the price down in half. Right now, we're looking at about just under $500 a year. We're going to cut it down to about half of that, so $250, give or take. Give or take. I think it's going to be $275 altogether. But again, hey, that saves us some money, and it's a little cheaper. So in doing that, I have to take the site offline for a month, right? And again, because as I transition out of one into the other, so just kind of heads up. So it's going to be a little issue as far as getting it going, but we're not going away. It's not going away. It's just part of making the move from one server to another, and that's pretty much it. Ideally, the month is the span I'm giving it. I'm not giving it any more. I'm not giving it any less. Well, I can give it less time, and I really do anticipate it just taking days as opposed to a month. But I'd rather have that buffer just in case something horrific goes wrong. But for the most part, no, we're just going to go ahead and just take it nice and easy, move over all the data, and just make it kind of seamless. Well, with that gap in time. But again, you'll get plenty of notice. Visit the .com, and then once it's off, I will keep it updating on the Facebook page and on the Twitter. So that's just that. But again, it's just all about economics. It's all about finances. It's all about just, hey, doing what I have to do to keep it up and running. So with that being said, just be prepared. It's going to go offline for a temporary small period, and not anything long and drawn out. No, it's already set as far as how it's all going to play out. What days it's going to turn off, I've already got that, and the very maximum day that it'll be off, and it'll come back on. And when it comes back on, if I have to go to the max and it comes back on, it will be on. It will be on, just I'll be uploading everything else. But I'm trying to avoid that, where I can just do it one smooth copy and paste, basically. And that's kind of where that's at. So that's the plan. And when is that going to take effect? September, October. September, October. So we go into the holidays fully loaded. So that's the plan. That's berlinbrigade.com, the website. Everything else is looking great. Facebook page, outstanding. Everybody that's, again, thank you for just playing along. Thank you for just doing your part. And And I see that a lot of you have moved on to other groups, and that's even better. That's really what I wanted. That's really what my intention was. That really is what the best thing is. Because again, I can only do so much for so long, and now it's other time. It's a turn for other people to, share in the misery is basically it. So again, everybody that's in, Chris and Gary and everyone else in all of the other groups, again, good job. Keep it up, keeping the spirit up, keeping the intention up, and to the parameters that you're doing it from within. Again, it's just one of those that, you set it, you set your own standard and you keep it. If it's low, it's low. If it's high, it's high. But either way, you're setting a standard and you're adhering to it, and that's a good thing. So again, all the various groups that are out there, that's really what it's about. That way everybody finds their niche, everybody finds their place. So really happy about that. And again, that's a very good thing. So other than that, let's see. Hey, welcome, whoever just dropped in. Thank you for stopping by. Let me make the notations here. And again, if you're here late, just a quick recap. The bat line is open. The bat line will remain open. It was offline, but it's back on. If you had anything to do with Charlie Company, 2nd Battalion, 6th Infantry, there you go. 2nd Battalion, 6th Infantry, Charlie 26, there we go. Looking for a gentleman named John Chapman. John Chapman is looking for buddies, so if you happen to be there, that's that. Oops, there we go, John Chapman. And if you also happen to know of anybody by the name of Frank Reynolds there in Berlin, we've got the American Church in Berlin looking for information on Frank Reynolds. He was very active with the church there in Berlin while he was in Berlin. I do believe he kind of came back and was there a little while. He did pass away. I don't have any particulars other than that. That's all that I was given. I wasn't given an age or when he was in Berlin. It was just kind of, they reached out and said, hey, he passed away. What do you know? And the moment I plugged in to look for the obituary, it came up with the other Frank Reynolds, the one from ABC News, who also passed away a while back. So it's not the one they're looking for. Let's see, number 4, website. Website's in good order. However, it is for sale. $25,000 is what I'm charging. And I know somebody's saying, like, that's $25,000. It's not worth $1.50. That's not the point. The point is, it's all the time, effort, and energy that I put into it for the past 20 years. So, and again, that's that. So if you got 25K, or if you can get everybody together, everybody puts up, get 25 people, everybody puts up ponies up 1,000. Hey, it's yours. It's yours. But again, because things are tough all over, things are tight. And again, we're not going to get into the politics of what caused it, but we all know who did it. We all know where the buck stops, and we all know that that individual is, well, anyway, that's enough, is not wanting to accept that the buck stops there, because it's easier to blame others than it is to blame yourself. So with that being said, again, we move on, we grow. So let's see, other than that, I'm looking to see what else. I had a list, and there it is. I've met it, the bat line, Frank Reynolds, John Chapman, 25K. We're going to be offline for a month. At most, it'll be offline. The .com will be offline as I transition from one hosting service to another, a little cheaper, again, because things are tough all over. So that's kind of what's leading to the sale, and that's also leading to why it's going to be offline for a month. As I migrate the data from one server to another server, it will be off, and we're looking at September, October, and the month is the outside. It's the longest. I've got it laid out, and this is the longest it's going to take to move it, and it's a lot of it's just waiting for time to happen. And but a lot of it just, like I said, it's just about waiting for time to happen as we go through the calendar days. There are some things that are preset. And once we do the transition, you'll be back up online. And again, while we're offline, I will keep everybody posted on the Facebook page. And that should take care of that. But yeah, we're just going to change hosting services, a little less pricey than the 570, what did I say, like 575 or something like that. That's what we're running out to be. Yeah, 475. Sorry about that, or whatever it happens to be now. And but we're going to trim it down and see what happens. But we should not. So hosting service we're moving to, it's the same one. It's just one of those that a little cheaper. So that's a good thing. So we're paying on a yearly basis as opposed to a quarterly basis. And that also helps too. That really does help. Alrighty. But other than that, like I said at the top, I do appreciate everyone that's contributed. However, it's still not enough. So that's also what prompted me to go ahead and let's make the move. Let's save a little money. And those that have helped, I mean, again, we would have made this move a long time ago. But again, thank you to everybody that has contributed. You guys have been awesome. Everybody's been fantastic with this. And again, I do appreciate you. So again, don't forget, I mean, it's a free service to you. It will always be a free service to you. But again, those of you that want to donate, you're more than welcome to. I have no problem with that. I appreciate that. And so moving on. What else is new with everybody here? I know we've got a couple of others that have joined in. John has chimed in. And they're up there in the northern I guess that would be the northern Midwest, right? So anyway, so as I mentioned here, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a close. But as I said, I got to get ready for that storm that's heading this way this afternoon, just off the coast of Mexico. And I haven't even seen the latest map. So let me take a quick look here because I haven't seen it. I woke up, I knew it was there, and then that was it. Folks, there's an app called My Radar. And if you ever, oh, look at that. There we go. There we go. See, I'm up there where that blue dot is. I don't know if you can see that blue dot. It's way up here, right up here. There's the blue dot. There's the storm that's coming. My Radar. Hey, if you don't have this app, it's a really nice, it's a free app. Obviously, you're going to get some spam down here, but again, it's a really nice little app. And if you don't have it, it goes straight into the radar, and you can lock down your home base. Yeah. So it's still a 4. It's not been named yet, so it's still just considered number 4. And right now, the way it's looking, the way it's spinning, the rain is not where it should be. Yeah. Try sending you the new link to the protest song I wrote, and I'm pitching, but YouTube won't post. Do it without the HTTP, and just where there's periods, do the space bar, and that should take it. And then so we know that. Timothy, you were Air Force, West Germany, 88 to 90. That's a good time to be in West Germany and in the Air Force. Hey, listen, I'm gonna ask you. Air Force in the 80s, West Germany. Time of transition. Were you there when the wall fell? And if were you there, I'd never heard anything from anybody on the Air Force side. But when the wall fell, did anything, get kicked up or activated or heightened state of alert? So just a question there for Timothy. Oh, man. I've just always been curious about that. Do we scramble jets or anything like that? Or it's just kind of like, hey, what's going on? We'll watch it. We'll monitor the situation very closely. Yeah. Oh, now I have to peel back the cobwebs. Is that it? There we go. So let's see. Yeah, we're done with that. So I can close that. No. Oh, come on. You can't seem to get it. I attached a second monitor, and so I can't seem to find my mouse here, whether it's on this monitor or it's on that monitor over there. That's why I keep looking over there. Mm-hmm. Okay, good deal. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, so it just kind of remained the same. No, thank you, John. And yeah, no, don't get me wrong. It's been awesome. It's just one of those that every couple of years we go through a transition, but now it's more of a financial transition. Lately, it had just been, data had gotten corrupted or things like that, or just reformatting things. But now it's just more of a financial situation. But again, it comes and it goes. It's ups and it's downs. It's ups and it's downs. So that's just how life is. So again, I do appreciate it. And we're coming up to the bottom of the hour, everybody. Han Air Base. Okay. Han Air Base. Good deal. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that was nice. Very nice. And that's about as West Germany can get with the air bases in West Germany. That's, because you got Rhein-Main, the big one, and all that, the other little ones. But yeah, Han, definitely. Good deal. Well, thank you for joining. Thank you for stopping by. I know we didn't really talk much about, the time in Berlin. It was just more catching up. I do this, was doing it regularly during the pandemic, and then just kind of transitioned out to some kind of more quarterly now. So we'll do another one here sometime in the yeah, they pretty much have closed them all down. I mean, for the most part. I mean, Rhein-Main just totally turned into something else. What was I going to say? Yes, so we do this about quarterly. So we'll do it again here in November, December, maybe that Thanksgiving weekend, because there's no football games going on during Thanksgiving weekend, right? So we'll do something. But between, yeah. See, that's the thing with Berlin. We were there. We had to get permission. We had to get our flag orders to go from Berlin to West Germany on the duty train. So that right there in itself, did a little more than just hopping on the train, getting a Eurorail or the Deutsches Bahn pass, the pass, and get on the train Friday after work and then come back Sunday night, travel around. Yeah. It was a lot of, I mean, even though it's just one sheet for us, one form we had to request, it still had to go through channels. Everybody had to approve it. Everybody had to do their, give their official okie dokie, as Colonel Potter used to say, and or rubber stamp it. And but either way, everybody had to have a piece of the action. And so, yeah, I understand. It was one of those. So it was the other way around. We couldn't just go to West Germany on the weekend. Yeah. Don't feel bad. So did I. And that was the terrible part. Yeah. So anyway, alrighty, everybody, listen, I got to get outside. I got to start buckling down some stuff and collecting some stuff off the backyard and get things all ready for our little weather event that's about to occur down here in deep South Texas. So I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Those of you that are watching post, there you go. You heard it here. So if anybody doesn't believe you that what I said, just send them over here to the video. Other than that, thank you very much for all your time. Thank you for joining me this morning. Hope you're having a great day. I came here to chat with you and drink coffee, and I'm just about out of coffee, so you know what that means. So yeah, it does. So listen, yes, good times out. And again, thank you for stopping by, Timothy. I do appreciate you. John Michael Carnets, thank you very much for showing up. And if you get a chance, or just post it over on the Facebook page. And Timothy, you're more than welcome to visit facebook.com/Berlin Brigade. That's all one word, and that's our Facebook page. And of course, berlinbrigade.com is the website, and it's still up. Alrighty, listen, everybody, I want to thank you again for your time. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the great conversation Saturday morning, first call. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.